everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. And we're gonna do my biggest haul I have ever done. And something a little bit different. Because we're gonna open some book mail live. And it's not exactly mystery because I know what I ordered. But, yeah, I ordered it online. Which, did they actually send me good stuff? Or is it all messed up? We're gonna find out together. Oh, that almost opened. Nice. Come here. Eh. What do we got in here? Woo! Ha ha. Lots of random papers. So, ooh, those are tall. We have Night of the Living Demon Slayer and Beverly Hills Demon Slayer. At least they're the same size. And I do have 3 other books in this series. It's a 7-book or 8-book series. It's by Angie Fox, and as you can tell, there's a cute little doggy on the cover, because this is a Demon Slayer book of, it's a whole series of, we got grandma biker witches, and this little, elementary school teacher with a cute little doggy that doesn't realize she's a witch till she comes home, and Pirate suddenly can speak. And I don't mean, bark on command, no. He speaks, she can understand. They're having conversations now. And there are, evil entities in her apartment. And so now she's, on the run around the country with, her biker grandma and her other, granny friends. And there should be one more of those in here. But that's the part where this becomes a question. Now I'm looking for it. What the heck? Ha 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 ha! Yes. My big fat Demon Slayer wedding! So, yeah, I think that, I want to say this is 8-part, because I have the first 4. I got 3 on Kindle, and then I found them at my favorite used bookstore in town. I had to order one online, and then I found the other 3 again. I was like, these are normally $15 paperbacks, so there was no way I was saying no to that. Are you inspecting the pile of books, little man? Oh. I don't know if y'all can see him, but there's a little man at my feet sniffing the bag. What else do we have in here? So many papers. And I am dating myself here. Everworld! This is a series I used to read as a child. So I probably just spent $7 that I really shouldn't have. But I was missing 2 books in this 11-book series. And I have been looking for them forever. I'm like, I'm ready to reread that series. But I'm missing the first book. And then this is book 3, which I love it. It uses little Roman numerals. Like, oh, I stuck, Mama. Your bag's in the way. Your skinny button fit. And it's basically, I remember reading this when I was, I don't know how old. I think I got the first one from a Scholastic book sale. And these are really easy to read. I mean, they're small. Look how huge that print is. Ugh. And it's only 208 pages. So, 200-ish pages. And it's basically you have a group of, I think they're 10th graders or something, some little teenagers that when they fall asleep, they go into this other world, Everworld, that has all, the, gods of all the various mythologies, depending on, which land you're in. And if you don't make it out of there, you ain't in the real world anymore either. So, now I can reread this series eventually, because I know I used to have the whole thing. I don't know what happened to these 2, but now I have them again. So I don't know what I'm going to get around to reading them, but now I have the option. And these look like they're definitely yellowed, but these are also, let's see, how old is this series? We have that. But then look at the actual covers. And isn't that freaking beautiful? But now, how old are these? 99. So yeah, these are only, series is only 25 years old. So that's pretty good shape for a 25-year-old book. And then I've got the last one in the Night Hunter series. And somebody was freaking in it. Okay. Yay, it came off without tearing my page, or I would have been pissed. Be sticking stuff on books and then reselling them. But yay. It's a little bit torn up, but I can forgive it since it's on the back. So, oof. Yeah, it's a little messed up on the corners here. That's what I get for a buy, 3 get 1 free for a $4 book. And once again, we have no idea what this is about because it's a leather-clad, half-headless chick on the cover. These are not the most enticing covers. Nay, her butt's as flat as mine. Usually, like, yeah, don't you wish you were as hot as the chicks on the cover? My back is way fatter than hers, but that's okay. So yeah, we have a vampire novel. I think this is the second one in the series. So, woohoo! Because I read the last one, and now I get to find out how the vendetta with them started out. And then we have Crimson Bound by Rosamond Hodge with an obnoxious sticker across the back. Oh, and it messed up the cover a little bit. Pulled off a little bit. That's rude. They could have hidden like the barcode. They put the barcode sticker over the old barcode. Buttheads. But I read the first one, which was why do I want to call it Crimson Bound? Because I'm looking at this one. Cruel Beauty. And it was pretty much the same thing, but it was a red background, and it was a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. This one, I'm gonna go with it's gonna be a Little Red Riding Hood, since we have the chick in the red hood there. But I freaking loved the first book, and I have looked several times and have not found this one anywhere, but they had it for once. So, I got my fairy tales. Because as much as I love fairy tales, I pretty much read them exclusively on Kindle Unlimited. I have very few that I actually own. But this one, I'm hoping it's as good as Cruel Beauty was. Yay! Especially Little Red Riding Hood, you don't see a lot of that. And then last but not least, I have another Christmas comedy, When Elves Attack by Tim Dorsey. Ooh, so this has been resold a couple times because I bought it off second sale, but it has a thrift books sticker on the side here. Come here, you bad sticker. Bad. Get off my book. I'll fight you. Okay, it came off nicely. It can live. I love it. The elf is trying to run away with the barcode. Oh, and they're stealing Frosty. And a little yard penguin. I don't know how well y'all can see with the glare and how small it is, but got one of those little pink things and some palm trees. They're stealing everything because you can't trust those little elves. And I think this is part of the Sergei storms, or it's Surge storms, but it's spelled really weird. Where pretty much idiotic Florida man. But I really don't have a lot of like Christmas movies or like holiday reads. So I pretty much, my Christmas tradition is I read Stupidest Angel by Christopher Moore. And so now I have a second book that can make me giggle. And it's only 192 pages, so I'll be flying through that one when I get to it, but we're gonna save that for after Thanksgiving because Christmas does not start till after Thanksgiving, despite that it's not even my favorite holiday yet, and all my decorations are already pretty much out of the store to make room for Christmas stuff. This is how you turn people into Grinches. But we got books. And then I told y'all I had a library haul last weekend, which is why I didn't do the crafting stream. So, woohoo! There's a whole bunch of books in here. There's between that and this, I got 24 books. So, yeah. With my other hauls and the one that my coworker awesomely gave me, I have gotten more new books than I have read this year. If I get no more this year, I still have to read 4 more books just to break even. Thankfully, it's the middle of, October. Well, almost the middle. It's the 10th as I'm recording this. It'll definitely be middle of October by the time this goes up. So, I should be able to make it. But I'm definitely not getting down to the 40 that I had planned to get down to since I started with 87. I don't think I'm going to read 87, or at least 47 plus another 4 to make that goal. Not in, a couple of months. That's when it's more than I have read to this point. So, what do we got? Ooh! Starting off with Dean R. Koontz, The Servants of Twilight. I have no idea what this is about, but it's Dean Koontz and it was 50 cents. And you can't blame me for that, Noah. I just got it. I might make it worse, but it's starting off that way. What else do I have? Steve Barry's The Third Secret. He is hit or miss for me. Like, I really enjoyed one of his books. The other one was so frickin' slow. And the other one was kind of in the middle. But he's supposed to be similar to James Rollins' Sigma Force. He has his whole, instead of having a group, he just has, Cotton something or other, I think the guy's name is. But he basically, finds all this, historical stuff, brings it to the modern day, and we get supposed to be action. But then one of his I read was just, it was way too much on the history. Like, this guy does not have enough action. But the other one was really good, so maybe this will be one of the good ones for 50 cents. I'm a freaking try it, because that just seems really cool. The papal secretary, Father Colin Mitchener, is concerned for the Pope. Night after restless night, something coaxes Pope Clement XV to the Vatican's private archive. Something concerning the revelations of Fatima. Don't know what that is. When the Pope sends Mitchener on a mysterious errand to the Romanian highlands, perilous events unfold, and Mitchener finds himself embroiled in suspicion, deceit, suicide, and murder. Suddenly he is forced to face the very thing that has so distressed the Pope, and must unravel a mystery that will shake the world. Oh, so this isn't part of that, series. It's just a standalone. Maybe this character will be more fast-paced. Because even really good authors have, a miss. So maybe I just started off on his miss. So, yay! Because we all know I need something to hold me over between Rollins novels. Though I have done pretty good at finding stand-ins for him. None of them do it as well, but I found plenty that are acceptable. And I broke my rule and, got some Michael Crichtons. And, yeah, they stickered the crap out of this. If it wasn't a library book sale for 50 cents, I would have been angry. But I showed it to the boyfriend because he paid for all of these. I told him, and he drove me, and he carried the bag and paid for them all. So, it's the Andromeda Train. I showed it, and he went, yeah. So I'll put it in the bag. I might eventually read it. I might not. Michael Crichton's a little cursed for me. What do you think, little man? He's like, I think you need to pet me more, mother. Since you know you're not allowed to read physical books. No. Huh. That's That's why I do so much reading on my phone, because then I can hold it and turn pages with one hand. So I got a free one to pet the puppy. I can't do that with physical books, so that's not allowed. I can only read those when you're distracted, huh? Only when you leave me for daddy or Paul baths. Occasional security duty. Yeah. Yes, good boy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Another Michael Crichton. Pirate Latitudes. The boyfriend should have requested this one. He was like, I'm pretty sure I've heard of that. It's supposed to be good. Like, okay, fine. And ooh, this is from, that looks like a Walmart label that's on here. Let's see if we can get it off. $7.49 is the discount price. That's not what I paid. Or what I got the boyfriend to pay. No! It's not coming off nice! It's gonna leave gunkies. They should be ashamed of themselves putting stickers on the front when there's a nice ugly barcode already on the back. You can just put this section of books is on sale, not put it on the front. Bad sticker people. Rude. Not great, but it's better. Yes. There was a whole sticker spot right there. It does look like a cool cover, and I do like pirates. But Michael Crichton is also slightly cursed for me. Who knows? We'll let the boyfriend read that one and tell me about it, maybe. And, Operation Paperback, recycled reading for the troops. Well, that's an interesting sticker. And once again, I don't really know what it's about, but it's Dane Coops. See, somebody was nice. They put the initial sticker where one should go. I have no idea what this is about. Let's see here. This is a story of a boy who loses his sight and then mysteriously regains it. It is the story of a courageous band of seekers and a relentless killer. It is the story of all that is right with the world and all that is terribly wrong. It is the story of a revelation so terrifying and so sublime, it can only be glimpsed from the corner of his eye. Who knows? And then, let's see here. Sins of the Blood by Christine Catherine Rush. And hey, she even knows how to spell her name correctly. Look at that. I don't find many of those. And ooh, this was definitely originally a Goodwill. I recognize how they sticker. So usually they'll put it like down here. So many stickers. And don't mess up the cover because that looks kind of cool. Coming of age, coming into the blood. They are children of the vampire. I had never heard of this author, but it had a cool title. I like this cover. So the price was right to, risk it. And if worse comes to worse, I will unhaul it when I finally get around to reading it. Rude. Except for the sticker took a little bit off the... That's why you don't put stickers on the front of the freaking books. Whoever did that, if there is a hell, they will be in one of the layers of it. Could have gone here. They could have done what the other person did. But the front of the book, there is a hell for people like that. Yeah. I said what I said. And then we have J.D. Robb's Celebrity in Death, which I had to look at these. I'm like, I think no, I don't. That one doesn't sound familiar because these are all futuristic, murders. Sometimes they take place off planet. We have Eve Dallas and her former criminal Rourke. That is, she's broke. She owns a few planets, but only small ones. So there's a little romance, a little spice. They're good murder mysteries. I like them, except my problem with murder mysteries is once I've read it once, I can wait 5, 10 years, read the first chapter. I'm like, oh, now I remember who the bad guy is, yeah, how they did the kill, yeah. So I usually don't buy them, but library book sale price, that's my price. Promises in death and witness in death. I don't know where in the series these are. That's a weird sticker to print on it. Great read guaranteed. Offer ends October 4th, 2009. So after October 2009, it's no longer a good read? I'm no longer guaranteed to enjoy it. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That's really weird. And it's not just stuck on. No, that is like printed. That is printed on both sides. That is freaking weird. See inside for details. Okay. But yep. So we got some murder mysteries in there. House of Wolves, an August Adams adventure by Matt Bronlew. That kind of blends in a little too well. Okay, on the sides you can read it better. I have never heard of this author, but that just looks really cool. A mysterious book with a dangerous secret, an evil brotherhood out to conquer the world. One man stands between them with his family in the balance. In the 12th century, Henry the Lion collected the rarest relics in Christendom, and to protect his most precious acquisitions, he encoded the whereabouts in a gorgeous illuminated manuscript called The Gospel of Henry the Lion. The manuscript has been showing up and disappearing ever since. No one knows where the relic is hidden, or its ultimate power. Only one man holds the key to the mystery. He's carrying it in a briefcase at his son's school for show and tell, and he thinks it's a fake, but he's about to find out just how real it is, because the wolves are rapidly closing in. And if August Adams can't decode the secret in time, the world's balance of power will forever be altered. That sounds like a fun little thriller. And this one, I just love the title. The Green Witch. It should be a fast read whenever. Oh, dang, it even has some old school. Ah, it's got a place for you to put your little, library card. Yep, it's two. That is cool. As quite clearly, this is a library finding that they decided to kick out for some reason. But I don't think this was even originally my library. So it's a library book that's been passed around a couple times. But that looks creepy and cool, so I went with it. And then I've got a bunch of thrillers. We have William Dietrich, Blood of the Rich. This looks like a good spy novel from somebody I've never heard of. Franny, eat your food or quit fussing at your son's walking by it. He's not going to steal the food that you don't want. No, he's not. And I'm going to take it away. We got a new one today. Usually, Franny starts punching me and cussing me out for breakfast. So, like, no, if I give it to you now, you're just going to be hungry. And she scarfs it, and then she eats little man's or looks abused if he actually eats his. Today, she got little man in on begging, so I had to give him breakfast early. He ate his whole food. She has barely touched hers. And that was 3 hours ago. But I think she is slowly realizing that Jackie Boy is no longer with us, and so she's kind of doing her sad thing of, I don't want to eat. So, but she'll still eat treats and people food. But she's in there and begged for the food, and she ate like a bite of it while I watched. Usually he's the one that He will not eat his breakfast unless I sit there and, pet him a little bit and talk to him, and then I have to sit down and watch him take the first few bites. Huh, you can't eat breakfast without an audience, at least not to start. Once you get a few bites, your appetite's kicked up enough to at least pick out jerky. But he actually cleaned his whole food last night and this morning. So, huh. They picked up her food and took it away, and she's like, "No, Mom, I'm hungry." So I gave it back, and now she's just guarding it and crying. So I'm going to take it away again. And then we've got Clive Cussler's Inca Gold. Again, slightly messed up, but this was 50 cents. The inside looks like it's still in good shape. And oh my goodness, I think he has been hanging out with Stephen King, because this is a huge flippin' book. Yes, it is. Woo-hoo. It's 671 pages. Yeah, I'm a little sad about that too. Oh my gosh. That's a big boy. And then that's part of the Dark Pit Adventures, which is also the Numa Files. Kind of confusing when there's two different series, or at least they call it, two different things, but they're all the same thing. And then we have Plague Ship, a novel of the Oregon Files. I wonder if this is going to be anything like the Judas Strain, right? Which is a James Rollins novel. It's one of the early ones in the series where, we've got a ship full of infected and dying people, and there's ties to like Marco Polo, which that's not exactly a spoiler. That's literally the beginning of the book. It's like the prologue. But we got a plague ship out in the middle of nowhere. That'd be kind of cool. But I bet you Rollins did it better. And then another former library book. This one's another. See, it's Numa Files, but it's a Kurt Austin adventure. It's a lost city. Atlantis ties, maybe? Y'all know I love me a good Atlantis novel. And then last but not least, Peter Straub. I've heard of him on a couple booktube channels, so I had to give him a try. It's a mystery. I know what you are. That's so pretty. that is a mysterious title. Mystery. The heck? So I don't know exactly what this is, but it seemed like something fun to try. It was in the right price range for try a horror novel that isn't, Dean Koontz, or definitely going to kill the dog because it's Stephen King. So that is my huge 24 book haul. I am not about to try to pick all those up, even if I didn't have the little man right here. Mwah. And hey, they left the sticker off the front of this one. Good job. I can't believe how many people were evil with stickers. Should all be ashamed. But hopefully all the insides have really good stories in them. Which one should I start on first? Have you read any of these? Are you just curious about any of these? Drop a line, let me know, and me and the little man will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.